Here at the Late Late Horror Show, we're in deep quarantine.
Me, or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey everybody, welcome to Late Late Horror Show. What is going on? Yeah, did you see that face mask there? Merch store. The description is, or the link is in the description down below. But look at that, man.
No matter where you are in the country, you could take us with you.
Look at that, man. Nice and sweet. But anyways, yeah,
and
there you go.
It's guaranteed to protect you from coronavirus. Guaranteed.
And there's a mug coming soon too.
Money back, triple your money back guarantee.
Yeah. But yeah, hey. And I better really quick thank our patrons on Patreon. You can go to Patreon /
Do we actually have more than one?
The Late Late Horror Show, and
wow, we have more than one. Thank you.
For $1, you can join up.
That's all they're paying.
There's extra footage and all kinds of. You know what I'm putting up?
We will probably start bumping the price up.
There's levels. Ted has no idea what's going on.
There's levels?
I'm putting up like blooper reels of us and stuff like that up there.
I don't make any mistakes.
Unseen footage and all that. But yeah, hey, we are doing. Let's see who's here. As always, we
unless
do
you got that
live.
footage of me doing that Three Amigos dance.
Batman is here. What's the next trivia band? As usual, if you haven't subscribed and you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button, the bell. Check out all the links below. If you're listening on iTunes, we are live every Tuesday night usually
you
at
still
9
gotta pay.
p.m.
Even if you're on iTunes.
What the hell are you going on about? And we'll get to the movie in a second, getting the other stuff out of the way. Yeah, we're going to talk about The Burning, 1981. iTunes, please.
I didn't watch this movie about hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
The Burning.
The
Sponsored by Preparation H.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about The Burning. We got Batman here.
You ever wonder who had to try...
Suburban Cowboys here. Ronnie. He's got his... Ronnie, Rock and Roll Savage. He's got his...
shirt off?
She's got his shirt
All right.
off. He's buck naked.
Preparation H, man. Who had to try out Preparation A through G?
I don't know.
No, that one's not working.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, F's not working so hot.
How many times have you said that over the years there on this show? Several?
I haven't used it on the show.
You had to have.
No.
I might have to take... I'm feeling like Ted. I'm getting a little hot. I might have to take this jacket off. But,
it's...
Jacket off? What? Holy shit. This is not turning out good.
If you insist.
No. It is a slasher. So, we're getting hot. Oh, my God, Ted. Yeah, I got to take this off. What the hell? Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's 97 degrees outside.
Shit. It's usually freezing down here.
You've got pants, socks, slippers, shirts, a hat.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
It was all I could take to put a T-shirt on.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We are going to talk of The Burning, 1981.
1981.
Tom Savini's first real work with the... what did he? He passed on Friday the 13th, then he went to the
He passed on Friday the 13th Part 2. He did Friday the 13th 1.
Right.
He passed on 2 because he didn't understand how Jason could be a full-grown killer.
Felix! Raiders AK in the YouTube chat. What is going on, my friend?
He passed on that. And he didn't have much time to work on this, but he did the best he could. And for the most part, it's pretty cool. It's more of a melted man than a burning man.
Well, you know what? I was going to say that Cropsy, the guy who ends up getting burned, which even the burning part of this didn't really... I don't know. It's weird because you don't see too much of Cropsy, and when you do eventually see him, he's in this all black weird costume.
Just a second.
There we go. Oh, you're copying off of Eric from the Death Twitch?
No, I'm imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, Eric.
Of course, I'm watching with my shirt off.
But of course, I'm Trooper.
Okay. Wait, what are you drinking this time?
Well, this time
Same
it's just
thing?
no. This time it's just regular trooper.
No,
No sake in this.
Yeah.
You know, up the irons.
Yeah, there you go. But no, the burning, 1981. This is people talk about. Wait, we were talking Cropsy. Yeah, when you eventually see his face, it doesn't look like it was really burned. It looks more of like a melted kind of waxy kind of face. It's the one thing that I was a little disappointed in. You could have kind of just made him a regular man.
Well, evidently, like I said, Tom Savini had very little time. By the time he came on board, didn't have a whole lot of time. So it is what it is, I guess. But I agree with you 100%. I think the melting man looks kind of cool, but it's not a burnt man. It's a melt man.
Yeah, no.
It looks like a melted grilled cheese sandwich.
And who do you got in here? You got George Costanza.
It's an all-star cast.
You got Jason Alexander, George Costanza from Seinfeld. First movie role. He looks, like you said, exactly the same as he did in Seinfeld.
The episodes with John Lovitz where he gets the wig.
Right? Yeah.
I hate this. Here's what I'm doing with it.
He's got hair on his head.
You go.
John Lovitz. But he was, there's a love-hate relationship here with his character in this movie. I mean, I love his humor, his...
It's hard to see him in anything else. It really...
Yeah, but he was the funniest thing in the movie.
Yeah.
Constantly...
It was like George. Hey, how you doing? Hey. He's the jovial, chubby guy. Not fat, not the...
Yeah, joking.
Not the rotund guy that he was going to become.
Oh, he can lift 100 pounds over his head.
Yes.
And run
Spot raccoons.
Yeah, left and right. Seinfeld references. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, someone out there had to watch The Sign.
But yeah, it's
I saw The Sign.
But no, it was kind of a love-hate relationship there with his character because there were times it was kind of annoying. He was the guy in the back constantly saying stupid. Hey, come on. But then you're like, there
were characters worse than that.
That's George Costanza. He's constantly telling a joke.
We have
Fisher Stevens is in there.
Fisher Stevens, Holly Hunter,
Holly Hunter.
She aged bad. Let's just put it that way. Because in 81, not so bad looking.
No, I was going to say.
By the time of David Cronenberg's Crash, ugh.
There was a literal crash at that point.
Who else is in this movie? Anybody?
Go
ahead, please.
Well, I wanted to talk about Brian Backer, who played in Alfred. Mm-hmm. Who I know because I'm a big '80s comedy film. Well, so are you. But Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes.
He played Mark Ratcliffe.
Mm-hmm.
He played the nerd, the virgin, who was after.
He's still the same thing in
Jennifer
this movie.
Jason Lee,
well,
and
who wouldn't be
exactly, and the pool scene in that movie. Phoebe Cates.
But in that movie, I'm a Jennifer Jason Leigh fan.
He is kind of. Are you?
I mean, Phoebe's great, but she was just out of my league in that movie. I probably could have got with the other one, but like if I was a teenager.
There was something about Jennifer Jason Leigh. Sean Marla, what's going on? I opens up my eyes,
and here he is.
And Batman. I'll let you know a little later. It's Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It's trivia night for this Saturday.
Are you doing theatrical or director's cut? Very different films.
I will post that later. Just son of a bitch.
Director's cut's better.
But welcome to the stream. And what was I saying?
Alfred.
Jennifer Jason Leigh in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Definitely, there was something about her in that movie. I'm not going to say better than Phoebe Cates. I mean, come on. That scene coming out of...
What tit? You've seen one, you've seen them all.
No, it's not about that. She's the cuteness of her... Anyways, we can go on and on. But, I had to talk about him because he plays Alfred in this movie. Kind of another kind of nerdy...
A creep.
Wimpy... and a creep.
Borderline pervert.
Yeah, Peeping Tom. You can say that, too, because he's constantly looking... Well... Yeah, he's going into the
checking
shower.
Out girls in the shower. I was just trying to scare her and play a joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I think this is the first. I think it's the first Miramax film
before Miramax became a company. So, but they do
this
call
was
it
Miramax. This was like their first film.
Right.
Harvey and Bob Weinstein wanted to cash in on this.
Harvey, good old Harvey.
I got some more to say.
I know, I'll let him go now.
This was the slasher film boom.
It was the first big wave of
Friday the 13th.
The Prowler came out similar, but
I mean, Maniac. Just lots of slasher movies. There was a bubble.
Maniac Cop, yeah.
But so they wanted to jump in on this because they're cheap and they usually make money. This didn't really make money.
And Harvey Weinstein really wanted to get some casting, some good casting.
Well, he was involved in writing this. And now that we know things about Harvey Weinstein, you can really tell that he wrote this because there's lots of scenes of men trying to force themselves onto women. And even just doing a little research on this movie, he was pulling the same shit on production assistants back then in 1980 that he was doing it, and it was the same shtick. The production assistant on this film said she was taking some checks for him to endorse at his hotel room. He answers the door with a towel around his waist. She comes in, boom, towel comes off. Hey, lady, how about a massage? That's the same shit he was pulling with Gwyneth Paltrow and all these fucking people. I mean, the guy's got one shtick, and that's it. It's the towel and
if it works,
and the dropping of the towel.
If it works 10% of the time for him, it was probably worth it for him. But or 1%.
Getting laid is getting laid. Right?
I don't know who. Yeah, dropping that towel.
So,
Harvey Weinstein. Oh,
this movie.
I love that Raiders AK in the chat says, "Tits, you've seen one, you want to see them all."
Well, I'm a nurse, so I've seen enough tits and ass to, not always the ones you want to see.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
Yeah. But,
this movie starts off at...
It's a camp slasher.
Another camp movie.
Which is, I mean, for the year 1981, I also heard people talk about, influences of Friday the 13th, which you see a lot of that kind of there.
They were being made pretty close together.
Somebody even said Nightmare on Elm Street kind of similar because of the burning. I mean, the man catching on fire.
Well, if there is a similarity, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything else similar to that.
No, I mean,
maybe janitor. Was Freddy Krueger a janitor?
I don't know. I guess. Well, this guy wasn't a janitor. This movie starts at a camp called Camp Blackfoot. I don't know why it has to be black, but it's Camp Blackfoot.
Yeah, right. For the Indians, the Blackfoot Indians.
Why they gotta be black?
I don't know. But we got your back.
And anyway, there's a groundskeeper named Cropsy, and this is a little take on the... if you're in the New York, New Jersey area, there's that. I think it's that area where there's that urban legend of the Cropsy. Was it like a child killer or murderer or whatever? There's even a documentary on it where they go and talk to a bunch of homeless crackheads. I think they burned his.
Those lovely movie.
These kids at the camp think it's going to be a good idea to get a worm-infested human skull.
Truly an amazing horror film, says Sean. I do. People put this. I mean, it was nothing when it first came out. It came and went, but over the years, it's really gotten praise. But anyways, go ahead, Ted. I'm sorry.
Because we're overlooking some serious things here.
What? Yeah.
These campers think it would be a hoot and a holler. To
a hoot and a holler. Yeah, very ridiculous. Very ridiculous.
Worm-infested human skull with candles in the eyes in Cropsy's room and wake him up. And when he does wake up, he freaks out, knocks the skull over, gas can falls right by the bed where it belongs. And
who sleeps next to a gas can?
But I really need to bring up, why is no one dwelling on the fact of where these kids got this worm-infested human skull?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, they had to go and dig up some grave, Texas Chainsaw style.
Ed Gein style.
Ed Gein, and dig up a skull, crack it from the neck bone.
Right.
And it still looks like tissue and globs of shit.
Oh yeah, flesh on it. So
and
dead within the last couple months.
I mean, they're all high-fiving each other. Fuck. They're really disturbed.
Well, they did not like this groundskeeper. Evidently, the groundskeeper from the backstory from what was told.
I guess he was a real ball buster, but...
Well, no.
There's people...
Tony Malin...
look, there's people I don't like.
Tony Malin, the director... dig up
a grave.
Tony Malin, the director, said that this groundskeeper on set...
You got it firsthand.
Yeah, no. But
Tony himself.
In real life, he bought, I think... like 3, I think it was like 3 sheet pizzas, like pepperoni sliced pizzas.
Yeah.
And brought it to the set for all the actors and stuff like that at the camp Blackfoot. And everybody was rushing to the table, and he said, "Come eat, come eat, come eat. I'm the groundskeeper." And just silly, funny stuff he was saying. And as soon as they got to the table, he said, "Look!" and he threw all the pizza on the ground and in the mud and everything. So the director said after that he decided we're going to burn him and make him the slasher of the movie.
I'll tell you, it's nice that they decided that after,
Because
forget the script.
Because Holly Hunter originally was casted to be the serial killer in the movie. Okay, go on. Continue what you were
they turn him into a piece of toast.
Yeah, they burn him.
And he jumps into the water.
He looks familiar too, though. Like I've seen
Cropsy?
him before. The actor that played Cropsy.
He looks like your uncle.
And you can't say he falls in the water.
He jumps in the water.
How about the fantastic job when Cropsy
is on fire?
Walks out of the... Well, he's got the big gloves, the big helmet.
Yep.
It's
you can tell a mile away that ain't a guy in a costume.
It's a guy, special effects unlimited.
Well,
there you go.
Well, what are you going to do if someone's going to catch your ass on fire? I mean,
well,
if your biscuits are burning, you
do what he did.
You probably want an asbestos suit on too.
I guess so. Anything happened to him with that asbestos? I wonder. I think that.
Well, he ended up in the hospital in the movie.
Yeah. No, but I think in real life the asbestos got to his lungs.
Probably. He probably got melanoma.
No, it was carcinoma of the lung.
So Cropsy ends up in the hospital for 5 years. What hospital is keeping this patient admitted for 5 years?
And do you love when the nurse is walking, or the disorderly? What do you want to call it?
The orderly with the other
disorderly
guy?
orderly. Yeah, he's walking.
Jerry Lewis.
He's walking down the, talking to the visitor.
I think it's a guy who's gonna be a doctor, but he's working there.
He's going. You gotta see,
man. This is some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah, this guy's messed up.
Man, he's all kinds of fucked up.
He's sipping on green pea soup.
You want to be a doctor? You gotta see this shit.
All kinds of messed up stuff. And I'm like going, is that any way to talk about...
Complete violation of
HIPAA. Yeah, HIPAA laws are being... Any way to talk about a patient? But anyways, 5 years.
Yeah, we all do. We're all at the nurse's desk. Yeah, the patient's all fucked up. Yeah, you see the guy that shoved the aerosol can up his ass?
Oh
yes, true story. I've had a patient that shoved an aerosol can up his ass.
Yeah.
Would you guys rather talk about that?
Ted's living the life, man. Living the
life. Had an aerosol can up his ass.
Yeah.
He says he was drunk. Now, I've been tore up from the floor up. And I've never once, taken an aerosol can and go, in a minute.
I'm high as a kite. I'm going to sit on that thing.
I think I could probably shove this up my ass.
You just might.
So he did.
Do you think it will spray when you get it up there? Can you squeeze it like this? And spray it?
But I'm not even done. But wait, there's more.
Oh, Lord. The story goes on.
He, it was up there for several days, and it wasn't coming out.
Oh, Lord.
And, he decided...
Didn't they give him shredded wheat?
He decided to take a screwdriver and try to get it out. I am not lying. Screwdriver got caught up in the rectum. Had to get surgery. Had to get surgery through the ass and surgery through the abdomen. Had to bag the shit in over here. And I loved it. Every time you walked in the room,
was this
if you hadn't taken care of him before?
While you were working there?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I took care of him. And every time you took care, if you were a new person coming in here, he'd be like, yeah, I know what I did. It was stupid.
So he was
true story.
So out of it.
And I've also had a patient that stuck an apple up his ass.
What the flip?
And his wife stood right by him in that.
Oh.
He came in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyways.
And said that they were, having a little fun together, and that apple got stuck up there. I think she was out for the day.
Wow.
He decided to have a little fun with himself.
Yikes, Mike.
And she was, just taking one for the team, saying, well, it was the two of us.
Yeah.
I mean, what was she going to do? Eat it?
In the butthole?
In the butthole. An apple.
Why not the other? I mean...
I'll get you some apple cider.
Put this in the vagina, not the butthole. Anyways, yeah, no.
True stories.
Yeah,
Ted's Tales.
Yeah.
The things we in healthcare see.
Yeah, Ted's seen a lot. That's for sure.
That's just 2 stories, but I'm going to leave it at that.
And how the hell did I miss that?
I've had to have told you about that. No, neither one.
I don't.
I mean, that's nursing gold.
Phil's creepy videos in the YouTube chat. What is going on, my friend?
I thought you were talking about a movie. You're talking about things up people's asses.
No, things up people. Yeah, I don't know how they have, but yeah, who spit on it?
Huh?
Anyways, so 5 years go by,
and he's released. Lots of skin grafts that have failed, and there's nothing more we can do for you.
Yeah,
they're wheeling him out.
Yeah,
they give him a dark Kangol hat and a trench coat.
Here, go find your place. What is cool about the movie? I think they did have the perfect set location. I mean, with the lake and the water and dirt.
Lake and water and dirt.
No.
The lake and water and dirt.
Seriously, and seriously, and the actual set was an actual camp where I mean they had some
presumably
and the brick foundation falling down and stuff like that were Cropsy towards the end of the movie
happened to just be a tin mine there or something.
But anyways,
they turn him loose, and I don't know if this is New York or whatever because it looks like he's walking the same streets that Dwayne and Basket Case would be walking around in. And, first thing he decides to do is,
Phil Scrooby, I joined you at the wrong time.
No, you joined at the right time.
You joined at the right time, at the right place. No.
Yeah, I mean, come on. None of these other shows out there are talking about people with,
Oh, God, come on. Let's get back to it. No.
I'm just saying, you want entertainment? You get entertainment. And if you want to be a Patreon, you pay for it.
So the set location, I think, is... It made the movie... pretty darn good when it comes to where they filmed it at because from the go on Ted Jesus Christmas
from the lake to the dirt Christmas the canoes and the paddles
Damien
it was all so real. It was like
Damien Ross said the jerk store called. They're out of you. Love it. They're out of you. I am oh my God, so many classic. We can go on and on. I'm sure we'll bring
who cares? I'm their all-time bestseller.
All-time bestseller. I'm sure we'll come up with plenty more Costanza jokes and talk along the way. But yeah.
Lupus? Is it lupus?
Is it lupus? No.
Is that what Cropsy had?
Is it lupus?
No. It's burns all over your body.
Yeah, no.
It's not lupus.
Someone took a flame to you and you melted.
So he's walking around the streets of
LA?
The big city. And he decides, after 5 years of people taking care of him and feeding him and trying to bring him back to life as best they could, that
he couldn't get Todd out of his head.
Yep.
Well, the group of kids that were there. He's looking in the window laughing at him like the Three Stooges.
He needs to, kill a prostitute.
Michelle, what's going on? Welcome to the
Oh, great. She jumps in right when I say the words kill a prostitute.
Yeah, we're talking very disturbing images and stuff.
Talking about things that Dino likes to do.
we're talking. Okay, go on.
Killing some prostitutes. Remember that time we got some prostitutes?
Oh God, come on! Yeah.
But we were too afraid to do anything with them.
Yeah,
So we went to the amusement park.
They said $1.50.
We went to the Cuyahoga County Fair. We went on the bumper cars and the pony
Came
rides.
in at the wrong time.
And we all had a corn dog.
Yeah, corn dogs and deep fried brownies and Twinkies. Anyways, come on, Cropsy.
So yeah, there's this,
he's a disturbed individual now.
She's, it's probably her last customer of the night. She's like, all right, come on, I live right here. It's the House of Red Light. They go up the floor, and she's like, well, come on up. We all been there.
Yeah.
And he gets up there, she's like, go ahead, make yourself comfortable, take off your coat and hat. And he's like, oh, you want to keep it on? He's not talking. Man of mystery. Well, that's okay. Yeah, you can keep it on. I don't care.
Who are you talking about?
The prostitute. Because he kills the prostitute.
Oh, yeah.
Does he use the garden shears on her? I don't remember.
Ted.
Where's he getting garden shears?
Cropsy throughout the whole movie. That's his weapon. And that's another thing.
This prostitute had garden shears in her room, even though she lives in a New York apartment building.
What?
You never know when you got to trim the old hedge.
Literally. I mean, oh, wait, what? What the hell are you doing?
That's what I like.
You're
a nice
trimming the hedge? Listen.
Plant tomatoes in it.
God
water
damn,
the
I
shit.
need some ice. It gets so freaking hot down here.
I want to plant tomatoes in it and water the shit.
Yeah, no, the one thing that this person, that Cropsy has...
Did I tell you took a muscle relaxer before I came over to?
And you're drinking that? That's why you're so looped.
I'm kidding.
Anyways, let's see. Michelle says, I wish that's one sexy hunk of a man. Who is?
Thank you. Unless she's talking about Glazer.
Yeah, probably back here. Anyways, yeah,
I'm a hunk of something.
Come on, man, let's get through this movie.
Ain't much to it. Blah, 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 kills a bunch of people.
So the prostitute takes the shares to it. Very cool effects. Tom Savini did an excellent job on the effects. Lots of blood.
Better than what I could have done.
Lots of gore. And yes, he kills throughout the whole movie with a big giant set of hedge clippers.
And it's what sets him apart from everyone else.
What?
And it's what makes the movie so good.
What's that?
The garden shears.
Well, I guess that's why they call
hedge clippers.
They call him Cropsy. Hedge clippers.
Let me crop your bush.
Let me trim closest to the skin I can there, No. Yeah, so that's why I got the name Cropsy.
Oh. He crops them close to the sea.
Well, when he was released from the hospital, he didn't know what he was going to do. Mm-hmm. And they found him in an alley. He was sitting there crying with, I think, it was a cheap beer. Like, it said just beer on the side of the can. That's how poor he was. And
it was a yellow can.
A beautician came out from the store.
So like from They Live, just beer.
Yeah, it just says beer. But the beautician comes out and says, "Oh, poor you," and come on in. And there's a whole director's cut of this where they bring him in to the restaurant or the beautician's. What do you call that? A beauty shop, yeah, right.
Yeah,
is that what they call them still today?
Is so Fellini-esque.
We are just. This is just. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Isn't Glazer played by Woody Harrelson?
Listen. She brings him in, and she lets him become a barber at the shop.
Oh, no, I missed that.
So
I had the cut version.
He had the back room where he would use those clippers to trim.
The hedge clippers?
Yeah, to trim.
I wouldn't let anybody near me with those.
And so he got the nickname Cropsy, and that's when he ended up leaving.
That's not what any of those crackheads in that documentary said.
He took the word Cropsy with him, the nickname.
You got to watch that documentary, Cropsy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's all the chicks in the bikinis on the. There's the one I like, man. The thick one.
Who's that? That's Glazer. Anyways, Razors, a.k.a. he kills the prostitute with a pair of scissors.
I thought it was something different.
She had on her dresser.
He gets the garden ones later. Yeah. I thought it. Thank you, because I watched it a week ago. Yeah. Because we were supposed to do this last week and work kicked my ass. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
No, Ted just said screw it.
That was one of those days where I did take a muscle
Ted was
relaxer.
Throwing stuff at the house and the wall, and they called the cops on you.
I had to defend myself.
Domestic disturbance it was.
Yeah, it was rough.
I had to go and bail him out of jail.
No, I had to send like 2 people to the hospital, and it sucked, dude.
Oh my
everybody's getting sick. Nobody's getting like this virus, but man, everybody's getting sick.
Wait, what? You got sick?
No.
Who got sick?
My people that I take care of.
Okay, so where are we at?
That's why I missed last.
So Cropsy comes to the camp.
He picks a camp. It's not the same camp. It's a different camp. It's Stone something.
No.
Stonewater.
They must have just changed names then.
Maybe, or maybe he just sees that there's a camp.
Because isn't Todd he's older here.
Yeah,
but he's the young kid that's at the camp
they
that
never,
ends up burning.
You know, they don't make it as clear as they probably should.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, there's the little flashback.
I wish they would have said exactly,
So there's this other
what
camp.
went on.
And there's kids, and they're doing their... Look, here's all their bare asses.
Why not? Come on. I wish they would have made a Cropsy toy.
I know. Well, there's still time.
I mean, there's not the Prowler. There's statues. And stuff.
There's a Prowler.
My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine.
There's got to be one out there of that.
Oh, look, we got male asses on the screen.
Well, a lot of mooning.
No.
Can't believe
Jason Alexander's butt.
Costanza mooning you.
So we go to the scene of the camp. There's a little softball game going. The chick I like the most, the thick one, she's the one pitching. She's that bulldog there, just throwing them all over the plate.
Yeah,
I don't even know her name in the movie.
And the one that hits it is in a yellow blouse and goes bouncing and bouncing.
Couldn't care less about her.
Yeah.
I like the ones that are holding up the fucking building. Those are the ones I like. You know it.
I know. But
that's one thing my dad taught me. Because if you strive for the leader of the cheerleader team there,
yeah.
Even if you get her, she ain't gonna be that good because she's used to being pretty and people doing shit for her. You go for the number 3 or 4 down the list,
yeah,
they're gonna work a lot harder.
Okay.
All right, because they appreciate that a fella's interested, like me, is interested.
Yeah.
So
it's beautiful.
It really is. It's fucking poetry.
You could have worked for Hallmark.
That should be on a card.
It should be on a card, or at least a poem of some sort. But stop looking at shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, what were you? Oh, you're looking at shit.
Oh, well, they're playing the softball game, and the first little instance we get a Cropsy is there's a girl with kind of a cute little haircut, but her name's Tiger. Go figure that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
She looks like she's 12 years old, but then you see her sucking down a Pall Mall later on, so she must be older. Well, not necessarily.
Yeah.
It's the 80s.
Well,
the ball goes out in the woods.
That's the one thing that you wonder in this film is like how young some of these girls are.
That's Harvey.
They've got to all be over 18, right?
Well,
although that girl did look young.
Harvey was like Quagmire. How old are you, honey? 15. 18? All right. She said she was 18. All right.
Terrible.
Giggity.
But, yeah. No, but yeah.
So she's out there looking for the ball, and you could tell like it's that point of view, sort of like Friday the 13th.
Yeah, there's a lot of POV. I think that was...
I love POV.
That added to the effect of the movie, and I did like the POV shots and how they, shot his character that way. That was kind of cool.
And that's where he's got the garden shears, I think.
Yeah,
he must have found him in the tool closet.
He found him in the tool shed.
Lock him in the tool shed. Shut him in the shed.
Shut him in the woodshed.
Woodshed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I never get it right. It's one of my favorite movies.
Shut him in the woodshed. Blood on Satan's claw. A line I remember.
We should talk about that movie.
We did.
Well, let's talk about it again.
Again? Okay. But, we can
get through this. Movie I have 3 copies, 3 Blu-ray copies on my shelf.
Blood on Satan's Claw?
I have 3.
You got a regular DVD?
No, I got a regular Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I got the British restored version.
Yeah.
And I got the American.
Yeah, maybe we need to start doing
maybe I should just,
Blu-ray reveals.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I have enough of them.
Catch,
I could do like my top 10.
Yeah.
Well, I got that big Friday the 13th one.
Bring him over, you son of a bitch.
You son of a... I did one the other day. I did Midsummer.
That was nothing. That's only for the Patreons.
Well, okay, 6 people got to watch it.
Okay. So?
Where are we in this goddamn movie? They had the softball game.
Yeah.
And then, we're starting to get introduced to the characters, and you're going to have to forgive me. Dean, I think you got them pulled up there. So
there's so many characters.
So, Costanza, what's his character's name? David, maybe? Or Eddie?
Oh, God.
Dave.
Yeah.
There he is
Dave,
in the
what's
scene
up,
right
man?
now. Hey!
What's up, Dave?
He's just like Costanza.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he's just like Costanza.
Yeah.
Every movement.
But yeah, I mean, there's Alfred, there's Todd.
Alfred's the peeping
Todd and
Tom
Michelle
guy.
Is they're the counselors of the camp.
And we're going to find out Todd was one of those kids that burned the Cropsy.
Yeah.
All right. He seems all straight-laced now, but I mean, go figure. A guy that had such a horrible experience at a camp is now going to be a camp counselor. Yeah. I'd want to disassociate myself as far from camp being.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But, he decided to be a camp counselor because it's a good way to get at, some jail bait. And because why else would someone want to hang around with a bunch of kids?
Come on, camp counselor.
I used to be a school teacher, and I was a school teacher long enough to realize, why did I go to school just to want to hang around other people's kids? It's hard enough for me to stand my own.
To teach them.
And I want to hang around other people's kids. Most people don't like other people's kids.
Okay, do you like to teach them?
I ain't never met a teacher that's happy. They're all out there drinking and smoking, waiting for June. I'm just waiting for June.
They're all seeing therapists, huh? Remote learning? Nah, we got virtual.
Let's do that remote learning. I like that. Yeah,
I like that idea. We don't need to see kids. No.
Fucking parents can do it.
I'll turn on the camera for 10 minutes.
The parents deal with them.
Then I'll go get a pizza from Geppetto's. I don't know if they're
Geppetto's pizza.
Maybe they're somewhere. I don't know. I don't think anybody gives a shit what the hell we're saying.
I think there's still a Geppetto's around. Somebody Google and find out there's a Geppetto's pizza still around.
We dropped down to 3 people.
Hey, there's 3 of you watching.
Nobody gives a shit.
What is it, the ass eating or something? What turned y'all off?
We're goofing around too much.
Well, go watch a fucking movie. It's on YouTube.
We're having too much fun. Let's leave. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, look, one came back on. We got one.
It's Eric. Yo, it's the death twitch.
I'm reeling him in.
Eric,
crack one with me, brother.
Yeah, he broke open his. He's bringing booze every week now. He's
Trooper.
He just did a drunkentary.
Was he drinking Trooper?
Not that there's enough people here right now,
Eric, you gotta get some Trooper, man.
But yeah, you did a drunkentary, and it's
on what movie?
Listened to it last night, and
what movie?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You don't even remember the movie? It was fantastic. He's looking it up. No. It was on Shocker. Shocker was a great movie.
It's Dawn of the Dead. He's been wanting to do it for a long time.
The remake or the original?
The original Dawn of the Dead. He ain't going to do that.
What, are you going to sit there and
I don't think he's
for
going to
2.5 hours and drink beer and
hanging with Eric? Hey, Eric, look. We got merch. We got a face mask of the Late Horror Show. Look at that. Sweet. I got anyways.
Whoever donates $20,
shut up.
We'll get that mask.
Let's go. Come on. Yeah, after I'm through. Wait till I get. No, shut up.
Guaranteed to have Dino germs on it.
Come on. It's freshly sealed. It's freshly sealed.
Oh,
damn,
Jesus.
Are you guys high? I don't know what's going on today. I mean, I think he took a muscle relaxer and a beer.
I feel great.
Me, I didn't take nothing, and I felt fantastic. Well, I did.
Yeah, you took some shit.
Okay, so I love the whole camp scene where everybody's in the cafeteria and all that. But we do start with them in
really, that's the scene you like, the cafeteria.
It reminds me of school days.
Yeah, I mean, and it's
reminds me of when I was in school.
Wait a minute, how many counselors are at this camp? I know there's a guy that runs it. Yeah. And then there's Todd and Michelle, because there's a lot of damn kids.
Yeah, for that, yeah. Okay. And we only see really Todd and see, that's the thing. We see Todd and Michelle,
young kids, older kids,
and then you see it looks like 100 kids eating.
And it's all the kids that come every year. Hey,
but there's only that few that are the main characters of the movie that you see in every other scene.
Yeah, I guess.
But then they shoot back to the giant cafeteria scene.
Where are all these kids?
With the girls? Costanza's great. Jason Alexander's great. He's constantly throwing these little jabs and stuff. But the girls are even going acting like they're 10 years old.
I know.
And they look like they're 20.
It's the boys.
I mean, I know.
But they don't like Alfred because Alfred, he tried to peek in on, what's the girl's name? That he peeked on while she was showering. Excuse me.
Oh God, who was it? Was it Sally?
Sally, and
people are getting pissed.
And people are getting. Is her boyfriend Glazer?
I guess you can. Ooh, I spit.
I don't know.
I guess you can say that.
Or that's the guy that's kind of interested in her. So when he catches wind that Alfred's trying to peep, he's wanting to whoop his ass. Todd tells him, "Hey, back off. He's just a geeky kid. He's awkward. Leave him alone."
Yeah, he don't mean nothing by it.
I'll knock you out. Glazer. He looks a lot like Woody Harrelson, but maybe just a little bit more
Glazer
challenged.
Alfred? Brian,
he keeps
Brian
trying to tell
Becker?
he keeps trying to tell Sally, oh man, why can't I get in your pants? And it's going to be good. I promise you. I love when he says that. I promise you it'll be good.
Throughout the whole movie, he keeps telling her this.
If I could count the times I use that line.
And I love the scene where...
Except it was good.
And I guess...
For me.
And I guess Costanza, we'll just call him Costanza, even though his name's Dave. Costanza goes out, and I guess he's the errand boy for people who need condoms or nudie magazines.
Goes, hey, where's my hustler?
Here's your hustler.
Here's a hustler.
Here's your condom.
Yeah, and God, he starts throwing a fit because he's like, I asked for lubricated. I mean, the girl's 18. She should be good to go. I mean, what do you need lube?
Oh, yeah.
If there's dryness down there already, got issues.
Okay. We wondering why.
It's time to move on.
We wondering why people leaving. Oh my God!
Come on, we're going up, baby.
We're so vile. We're so vile on our show.
We're hooking them in, baby. It's the place to be. We lost.
Like Costanza would say,
it's just left.
It's the place to be.
Bastard.
That was Seinfeld, where George Costanza's dad built the pool room when
in like George's old room.
I think the episode was called
The Maestro. The Maestro.
Yeah, and that was the episode where
they can't even play pool because of the walls.
Yeah, they're using a little tiny stick to play pool.
Well, they use the Maestro's baton.
But the room was the place to be.
Yeah, we call it the place to be.
Yeah.
And they all play with no pants on because the Maestro said if you hang them up on a hanger just right, you keep the crease all day.
Yeah.
So they're all playing billiards in their
So that's
shorts.
what this is.
Yeah.
This is the place to be.
That's the place to be.
Yeah. So
the guy's a little upset. Glazer's a little upset that he didn't get lubricated.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole bag. I mean, how much poontang are you going to be getting?
Oh,
I mean,
God, yeah.
I mean, unless he just doesn't want to make a mess when he's jerking off.
I thought he said just a 4-pack.
Oh, I don't know. But he's like, you guys jerking off, man. You make me sick. Wait till you get the real thing.
Yeah, didn't they back in the 80s, they'd put one in like a big case or something like that? Cardboard box?
You tell me, man. You were buying them when you were 12.
Now you can buy them like, by the gross. Seinfeld.
Gross. I could get them by the gross.
Remember when Kramer brought in the big bag of condoms?
Oh, hey, but
he goes, want some?
There's George. He's like, I'll take one.
I'll take one.
And he does it. Hey, that condom that I gave
my
you,
babies can float.
Don't use it.
Don't use
and
it.
And he'd already used it.
He said, what are you talking about?
Yeah, they're no good.
Okay, so the movie. This turning into a Seinfeld episode. Which
it's
is fine
hard when there's a
but
character from Seinfeld there.
Yeah, I mean, Costanza. Can't stand you. Can't stand you.
So then Alfred sees, because they're all like roomies.
They are. They're best buds,
Alfred sees a face in the
window.
Yeah. Kind of reminiscent of the kids looking at Cropsy through the window.
Yeah.
And
you should go over there and get
it's all freaked out, man. There's a face over there.
Yeah.
And no one believes him. No one sees anything. Blah blah blah. And so what's really coming up now is the older kids in the camp.
Yeah.
They get to go on a special rafting trip down Devil's River or whatever the fuck it's called.
Right.
And at first when I was watching the movie, I'm thinking, are these counselors just gonna let them go? I mean, I didn't realize that they were gonna go with them.
Right.
I'm like, are they just letting these kids go by themselves? How irresponsible! This is terrible.
Yeah.
I'd never send my kid. And so they are. It's with the counselors, Todd and Michelle. They're going down,
and they're going to an island.
And I noticed the one chick I like, the one that's a little, I don't know her name in the movie. She's a little chunkier. She's just a beast with the rowing, man. I could have been in that canoe, laid back with an umbrella and a drink, and like, got it, baby.
She's an Olympic roller.
I mean, no wonder. I mean, those biceps. I mean, she kicked my ass, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you like that. Yeah.
I do, man. I like a chick that can lift me up.
Little S&M, yeah. I hear you. Yeah, rolling around.
As long as you got a safe word, it's all good.
Is this the trip where they're going to basically going to that island?
I think they were headed to some kind of...
Because it's a little island where they're at, because they can't get off of there without the canoe or the raft.
Bless you.
So the what?
Canoe.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't it that show with that kids watch with that bald-headed kid?
What?
I'm just a kid who's for each day. Canoe?
What? You mean Gary Gnu?
No. The Gary Gnu show. No news is Gnu. Good
no
Gnu
news
show.
is good. Good news with Gary.
I was joking about Caillou. I mean, anybody out there got kids?
Caillou.
You probably don't
oh
kids.
My God!
You don't get it. My kids all watched Caillou.
Bringing up a Caillou.
Well,
okay. So, is this what the part are we up to that part? Is that what you're talking
they're
about?
in the canoe, and the first night they parked the boats.
They parked the boats.
Everybody remember where we parked? And they're sitting around having
a
little campfire.
Well, and they know where they did park the canoes because of the small oil stain that's on the water.
Oil stain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
need a lube job.
You ain't lying.
You know, you always knew where you parked your car because you would see the little oil stain.
Evidently, Sally does too, man. I mean.
So yeah,
Glazer needs lubricated condoms.
Well, yeah. Once they eventually, it's like what 3 minutes.
I mean, you could always spit on them.
Oh man. Okay. Well, once Glazer, we'll get to it. But continue.
So they're telling
us
us
you smell like booze. Oh,
booze.
Yeah, that beer.
I'm just drinking a little Viper.
You guys are watching Ted become an alcoholic. This is
I think it's entertaining.
This is disastrous. This is a shame.
Look, I doubled our watching audience.
Go ahead.
Just saying.
Okay, so
I doubled the number we usually.
First night,
they're telling this little spooky camp story, which I like.
Oh.
You know, and maybe that's why
the Cropsy story.
You know, maybe that's why I like the Friday the 13th movies. You know, if you start rating genres, it seems like, you know, Jason's always a little bit more popular. It seems like he's the one that sticks out a little bit more.
And do you like how Tom Savini just bashed Jason just totally? He's like, after Friday the 13th Part 1, you don't need any. Any more movies.
I mean, unless Tom doesn't need work, then
who knew you were going to get any more Jasons? But yeah,
you know, unless Tom doesn't.
I think
he
was saying
work,
that out of
probably because he missed the movie and it was popular, and he did this movie, which made $1.50. Yeah. You know, I think you're the one that paid it.
Yeah.
And I love how they say every movie that does shitty has since become a cult classic.
Well, what else are you going to call it?
Just a fucking horror movie that made no money, that like 17 people like. And
I approve of the drinking, says Eric.
Of course he does, man. See?
Oh, man.
But alcohol, the cause of and solution to all life's problems.
Yeah. The cure-all to whatever. Anyways, so yeah.
There, you know, and I think, you know, it's that spooky camp story sort of setting that makes it fun.
Reminiscent of...
Even though we don't talk about those movies a lot here because everybody else does.
How many campfire scenes in the movies like that are there? I mean, did they do one in... They did one in Friday, right?
Well, sure, Friday 13th Part 2, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, when the one...
Where else did we get a scene like this where they're all sitting around a campfire and telling a spooky story? Oh man!
You know, anytime there's bare ass on the TV, I'm sorry.
Look forward at the camera.
Sorry.
Anyways,
corner of my
come
eyes,
on, man.
Bare ass.
Stay on topic.
Stay on target.
Stay on topic.
I don't know, but I think that's part of what makes those movies popular and fun. Just that whole, you know, it's like a camp story. You know, those movies could be little camp story. You know, scary stories to tell kids.
It's what we always grew up.
You know, I mean,
boogeyman
out in the woods.
We had bonfires when we were young, and I told ghost stories to my brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. So you know, they're
trying to outdo each other. It's even like that. Even though it's not the greatest movie in the world,
Michelle agrees.
All right, my kind of girl.
Thank you very much.
That movie with all the old guys in it is called Ghost Story from the early '80s, where they have a little society where they get together and they tell each other scary stories. These old men.
It's called Ghost Stories?
Yeah, it had Fred Astaire and...
How the heck did I miss that?
It's okay. Watch it. It's like 80, 81, 82, something like that. You ever seen it?
No,
go see it. It's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. I don't think it's something we would... I don't think it's anything that people would be interested in us talking about because it's a little bit more...
No. It's subdued. It's very...
Yeah, it's a little slower.
But I heard it's a cult classic.
Probably, because everything is.
Over the years.
So while they're having that, and just like in Friday the 13th Part 2, someone jumps out and scares the hell out of everyone.
And
I think he's telling this. Is he telling the story? He's not telling the story of the Cropsy.
I think
is he? Is he?
Well, the person that comes out is in kind of a Cropsy outfit.
Well, he certainly deleted
his mask.
His part nice, in the story.
It's nice that they went out and bought a Cropsy mask.
I know.
For the story, the storytelling.
So they tell the little scary story, and all the girls are getting next to their guys. And
is that distracting you?
No, there's no bare ass right now. But sometimes it just, I watched it a week ago, so sometimes it just helps to remind me what's going on.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I was ready for this a week ago. I watched it. What are the characters' names? Because they kind of go off by themselves. Eddie and
Karen.
Karen.
Eddie and Karen go off by themselves. And
Eddie's hoping
they make
for
a little love.
Well, Eddie's hoping for some tail. I mean, he's trying. Come on, he's doing like the Harvey Weinstein thing, forcing himself on a chick here, trying.
Yeah, and that's probably Harvey directing.
Yeah, that's
even though he didn't direct.
That's Harvey's contribution to the story. Yeah. I am dead sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Holy Moses, Ted! I'm sorry, I have to give a shout out on the YouTube chat here. Celtic Girl is here in the chat.
All right.
I haven't seen you in a while. It says, I thought I loved the 80s horror films best when I first found them, but now I discovered 70s and the 60s ones. Amazing fashion, hair, makeup, so cool. Now those are my favorite. Celtic Girl.
Well, I hope they all say a Hammer film production before them all, because those are the best.
Yeah, well, I was going to say...
Nah, there's lots of other good ones.
Celtic Girls, as you know, we do plenty of those movies, and hopefully we had just a little bit of influence on pushing you towards...
What happened to the TV?
Did it go off?
Not on there, but on there behind you. It did.
Oh, the TV went off. There we go. I got to turn it off now. You know what? There's a short.
If you haven't seen Blood on Satan's Claw.
There's a short on the players, so now it's off. But anyways.
You got to see Blood on Satan's Claw if you haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Holla if you've seen it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Folk movie. I had to turn it off.
Turn it off? That's okay. That's okay.
But
we got it. We got it going on. We got this by the ass.
We'll round this up here in a little bit.
All right, let's cut to the chase.
Unless we want to just continue to
let's
BS.
Let's go skinny.
Raiders AK. They made a little love, did a little dance, then they got down that night. Get down tonight. Yeah, no, I love it.
Look at that.
Do a little dance.
Synchronicity.
Make a little love. Get down tonight.
Check this
okay, let's do a little bit of silence for that. Yeah. Wait, what are you doing? He's balancing his... We can't even see it. The can is balanced. But anyways, nevertheless, let's...
So, yeah, they get in the water. They're going to go skinny dipping.
Show up.
You can never get a chick to go skinny dipping. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, first of all, I don't know. Really, the guy was pushing so hard.
You couldn't get me to go, like... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, for him to push that hard at the girl to just, hey, come on, man. You said you were going to do something with me. Basically.
He's reminding her of the fact.
And for her to get undressed after he's treating her like that was just, I'm like going, are you kidding me?
He's not going to, because she'd already said to her girlfriends before that he scares her sometimes. I mean, what a jackass. But I don't think you can even get me naked and go into that kind of water. I'm afraid something's going to swim up my pee hole.
Swim up your pee hole, and next thing you got gonorrhea.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
from the leech. I'm scared to get a leech on there.
Well, yeah, I mean,
suck all the blood out of it.
Did you see like Stand By Me when they got all them leeches on them? Yeah, and the kid did get one on his wang.
And the leech gets on there. The sucking might get a little arousal.
And if I got one on mine, it would be getting a lot of blood.
Oh, Jesus Lord, what have we become?
I'd need a transfusion.
What has the show turned into?
It's turned entertaining, man. Look at it. We got 53 watches.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
So, I keep forgetting where we're at.
Well, she goes off. She goes off. He gets pissed.
Yeah,
he's like, "Fuck it!" He's getting out of the water.
Should have got some.
He's all sexually frustrated.
Yeah,
and evidently he don't know that you can go behind a tree and in about 2 minutes you give yourself some hand relief. And,
what?
Hand release.
What? By yourself?
It's possible. It's been done.
You've got a problem.
Look,
my
calluses.
friend. You got a problem, my friend.
Well, she ain't.
Okay, so
she's gonna go and get dressed, but now all her duds are gone, and she starts walking around these woods, and there's no her clothes, her underwear's hanging here, everything's hanging here. Ha, very funny. Maybe fucking Tiger or something did it. I don't know. Dave, who knows?
Yeah.
And well, sure as shit, Cropsy gets her, and hack.
Yeah, she gets in, and the kills are just top notch in the film.
Top notch,
sure.
just aces all around.
Celtic Girl has not seen The Burning. If you like the '80s slashers, even late '70s, because it's got that feel right when
it's average
transition. It's good.
It's average.
It's good. Lots of good characters. I will say that. I think they're all very interesting, especially Costanza.
Costanza.
He makes the show.
Can't stand you.
Gad, come on. How can you say anything bad about that? You know what I'm saying?
It's
just good, Ted.
I mean...
Talk more about him.
I'm not going to run out and buy the Blu-ray. We'll just put it that way.
How much you pay for this movie?
I wouldn't. I watched it for free.
$50?
It was on Tubi or
40
something
buck?
to watch. $40? No, not
30
$40.
buck?
No buck.
No bucks?
I mean, if
you find it free, I think it was it free on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't even remember where I watched it. I think it was free on the YouTube.
Eric has the movie. Fantastic.
Oh, man. Well,
I figued you would have it.
Man,
I mean, this is Eric's.
Eric's rich, man. You can just throw money around. Fuck it, I'll buy
it. This is Eric's kind of movie. The Death Twitch. Go check out his channel. He's fantastic. And a good friend.
I need to save my money for, out of print Blu-ray of Faster Pussycat Kill.
Yeah. Ted saves his up for $1,000 overseas exclusives.
$50 for one movie, Midsummer. $1,500 Grateful Dead box set.
Okay, let's push through this movie. Let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, let's just do it.
I mean, one last thing. A
couple more contractions and we'll have it done.
Yeah, we'll wind this movie up. But get into Celtic Girl in the YouTube chat. Give me your guys' top 3 best early '80s to see.
Oh,
I have seen The Shining, Omen, etc. What are some of the others? 3 best early '80s. Lost Boys is late '80s.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Ted.
What did we say? We've done them all.
I know. Street Trash.
No, I don't care. The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1982.
82. One of the greatest damn movies ever made.
The Thing, yeah.
So tense.
Rosemary's Baby is my favorite of all
60s.
time. And
that's 60s.
No, I know. I'm just saying 1960. I'm thinking of movies.
She said 80s. Go 15 years in the future.
Back to the Future. Yeah, no. So I'm trying to think. God damn.
You leave it. And it depends what you like. If you like ghost stories, just like moody ghost stories. Another John Carpenter flick, The Fog, is really cool.
If we're going 70s, but she's asking our favorites.
That's not 70s. That's 81.
81. The Fog's 81. Yeah,
that's
Fog's
right. 80 or 81, something like that. It was after Halloween. It was before The Thing and after Halloween.
The Fog.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a...
I want to see The Fog. Have not seen that yet.
And
The Fly!
86.
Thank you, Eric,
Very
from the
good.
Death Twitch.
Fantastic. The Fog, especially...
We are so drugged up,
Didn't she say before she liked Hammer movies or something?
Yeah, I mean,
if you dig that kind of Hammer style, it's not a Hammer-type movie, really, but it's a ghost story in that vein where it just builds, and it's cool.
But The Fly, I mean, come on.
Can't go wrong with The Fly.
Well, that's fantastic. That's got to be my top 3. I mean, it might be my top. Well, The Thing's I like The Thing better than The Fly, but The Burning.
Yeah, she said that. She's seen The Shining already. That's top.
Yeah, I mean, Shining. I mean, that's you mentioned a couple that
The Thing, The Fog. I mean, if you want to throw something like The Howling in or something like that.
So let's continue while I... Go on, continue.
No, I'm done, man. Go ahead, throw something in.
I'm going to look them up real quick so we can
we're just going to do all the work for you. And that's what we do.
Let's get this movie. One of the coolest scenes in the movie is that main, raft scene.
Right,
but
this is actually
work on up to there.
They wake up in the morning. They wake up in the morning.
Earn your
keep. Can't find Karen. They find Eddie sleeping in the goddamn mud. He says he doesn't know where Karen is. Immediately goes, Karen! Like, asshole, I could have done that.
Yeah.
Like I tell my kids. And the canoes are gone. And they're like, well, because Karen had some funny feelings about going. And she had been told if she freaks out, she can't handle it, she's allowed to take a canoe and go back.
Right.
But she couldn't take all the canoes. So now what the hell are they going to do?
An American Werewolf in London.
Don't they find one canoe?
An American Werewolf in London. Anyways,
I like Howling better than American Werewolf in London.
Really? But yeah, Celtic Howling. The Howling.
Matter of fact, I even think the transformation scene in the Howling is better because it's more in the shadows and it's darker.
The Fun House.
We did that
Toby
movie
Hooper.
A long time ago. That's
a fantastic slasher.
That's a weird
Texas Chainsaw type movie.
That's a weird one.
It's a weird movie.
That's kind of fun.
Definitely.
Or what the shit, man? If you haven't seen it, watch The Burbs with Tom Hanks.
Oh, you know what? I mean,
forget them all. Go to The Burbs.
We're getting into comedy horror, and not so horror, but comedy / killers.
But I don't know if everybody will get
the Burbs
humor in it that we get.
Oh, The Burbs is one of my all-time favorite
if you
movies,
think when someone takes a big wad of gum out of their mouth and throws it on the ground and you hear the splat.
Yeah. It's fantastic. But
Bruce Dern makes that movie.
The Evil Dead, I mean, it's... There you go. There's some from the list.
There's enough to get you going. Yeah. Enough to get your juices going.
I am writing all these down. Cool.
Don't forget that Blood on Satan's Claw since you're digging in the 70s.
When was Poltergeist? Poltergeist was 1982.
82, baby.
Poltergeist is, if you haven't seen it, another fantastic movie, though.
That's a good gateway movie for kids, man. If you got little kids that aren't wusses and like to watch scary movies, that's a good first one to show them.
I'm trying to think. Children of the Corn was 1984, and
Malachi. See, here. Anytime you hear someone use the name Malachi, man, like every horror fan pricks their hair. That's a Malachi.
Oh, right? Yeah.
He who walks among the rows.
and if you like the cheesy slasher kind of things, the Silent Night, Deadly Night, I thought was The Stuff. If you haven't seen that.
Silly.
Fantastic, silly. Okay, we got to get...
It's more fun to watch our commentary on it because we did fake commercials and that was really good.
We did. Check out The Stuff. Our commentary on it. We did. It's right behind you. We did like kind of a whole commercial at the beginning of it too. It is just fun stuff that we did.
Didn't we make this? Fun stuff. And then like every other show copied, and like every other show has this in the background.
It seemed like it, but no.
It seems like every other show out there has this in the background.
Yeah, they copied off it. No, anyways.
And I gotta think we probably did it first.
Evil Dead 2 is a must watch.
Because it's actually, a dollop of Daisy.
Oh, God.
With this, Oh, I destroyed it.
But, hey, I would recommend The Stuff, definitely. But here, let's wind this movie
up. So they found a canoe, right? I watched it a week ago. Didn't they find one canoe? Because then someone goes back to the camp to check on everybody else, see if Karen went there.
Yes, okay. Yes. There was one floating out there.
And then everybody else, they build a raft.
They build
this shitty ass raft.
If you're in
to go back, they're all going back.
If you're at a camp, and I'm sure they're all been Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts if they still love camp.
I mean, the paddles
at their age.
What are they using
at their age of 50 years old?
Sticks this big.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, you know what? It's probably no better. It's probably better than what we would make if you and I were out in the wilderness.
Oh, I'd make
Jesus Christ!
I'd make a fantastic.
How do we make rope?
You'd look for some twines.
Twine?
In the Northeast here, there are very long vines that are at least 2 inches thick. Our
asses would get 20 feet out in the water and shit would start coming.
Oh, yeah, we'd probably drown. Yeah, I mean, if you can't swim, I can't swim.
Well, I can swim.
Ted can help me. Bring it back to
we don't
land.
be like, Jack Dawson from Titanic, man.
We'll wait till the winter to make a raft and go out in the lake.
You go on.
We're going out on the lake. Although not everyone likes the first Phantasm movie, watch them all.
I think the first Phantasm movie is the best one.
Well, definitely.
Actually, it's best just to stop with the first Phantasm movie because, and I like them all. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan.
Then don't say stop.
But
pushing those little guys in those drums, it's fantastic.
2's got some really cool effects.
We'll finish the burning, but we always veer off. We always veer off.
It gets really science fiction-y and gets away from the horror. But Reggie's awesome. I mean, I love Reggie Bannister.
Reggie's fantastic.
And it looks like, the way that the 5th one ended, I don't know if they're going to do another one. And he's getting old. And, I don't know. I feel like, with Angus being dead, there's not going to be any real conclusion of that story. But if you just leave it at the end of the first one, it's just a cool little story. And that's all there was for 10 years before they made the next one.
Right, yeah.
So
Michelle says, The Serpent and the Rainbow. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but that's a pretty good movie.
It's like about voodoo and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah. That the drug that they would put into, and then from there, it's kind of psychological too. The Serpent and the Rainbow. So
I haven't seen that.
That's
one.
another good one.
I know about it, but I missed it.
Yeah, look at you picking out some horror movies. Fantastic.
Go see Cat People.
The new one
with Malcolm McDowell. Well, I guess we can't say it's new. It's 40 years old.
So let's finish the burning,
if we must,
so we can get this show done and get to the podcast up. So here, let's go. So yeah.
You always leave it to me to tell the whole damn story.
No. I
don't remember.
No.
Well, the kids are on the raft.
Yeah.
And they see a canoe.
Yeah.
And they think it might be Karen, so they go over to it. They're paddling like mad.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, Cropsy's waiting in there for him. I don't know how he ever thought that, maybe he figured someone's going to pass by. He could have been laying there for days.
Well, that's the thing.
What if they walked back?
Ted, that's the thing with these slasher movies. You can pretty much do anything as long as there's a kill.
I guess.
During the scene.
Well, there's a lot of kills in this scene.
That's taking place. But yeah, and this is the iconic killing scene of the movie. I mean, Cropsy flies out of the canoe and, takes Fisher Stevens' fingers off.
Yeah, yep, I remember that scene.
And doing a little...
There's always someone that look at their hand. I want to learn how to play guitar!
The Pope of Greenwich Village with Mickey Rourke and, what's the other guy? But
Steve Guttenberg.
No. What? He gets his... The mobsters cut his hand off, man, and he's taking all kinds of, like,
opium?
What's the stuff they give you?
Smoking opium.
Whatever.
Poppy. Morphine?
Yeah, morphine.
Yeah.
And he's looking at his thing, he's going, oh, Johnny, I got... my motherfucking ass! Just freak out. And one minute he's, like, looking at him, talking normal, and he looks at and he just freaks out. Pope of Greenwich Village, a Mickey Rourke. It's
a Mickey Rourke production.
It's a fantastic movie if you haven't seen it.
Guy's always been a good actor.
I would tell you, man, to go, Mickey Rourke is fantastic. A pain in the ass. Trying to get him to do what that.
I know.
He's a pain in the ass. But anyways.
We tried to get him to do some skits with us, and he's being a prick cocksucker about it.
So Cropsy, flies out there, he's killing them all.
Costanza.
And then just takes off.
Back to
the island.
And then because the only ones that stayed behind, I think, were Todd and Alfred, right?
And Michelle? No, Michelle swam back for the boat.
Right.
Yeah.
So she goes for the kids, and then the other ones get sent on later.
Eric Roberts said, that's who is it. Mickey Rourke and Eric Roberts. And Eric Roberts is the one. And you know what? In that movie, for that role... it's so funny. I heard the whole story, the behind the scenes with Eric Roberts. You haven't seen the movie, right? But I've seen that Eric Roberts was set to do the movie, all ready to go. He went away and lost a bunch of weight. Came back and the director said, "What the hell are you doing? What did you lose the weight for?" And he goes, "I think the character really really needed this. He said he went away a little bit. I don't know why they kept getting back together and stuff, but shooting was postponed. He kept having meetings with him, and came back again, and his hair was permed like it is in The Pope of Greenwich Village. And the director says, "No way am I filming you with your hair like that. That's not what the character is." And so he did the whole film not the way the director wanted it, with the permed hair, the skinnier appearance, which needed to be. Eric Roberts knew exactly how he needed to play this part, and just a fantastic job, and the movie is fantastic. You got to see it. It's not horror, but if you're a fan of Mickey Rourke, yeah. So,
guys with a perm.
Back on the island, Cropsy. Aaron Anderson. What is going on, my friend, in YouTube chat? Nice to have you here. But then, again, I love Slaughter High, and most people don't care for it, says Eric.
I missed that one too, man.
Actually, never watched The Burning. Is it worth the watch, says Aaron Anderson. It's worth the watch if you like early 80s slashers, and if you like Friday the 13th.
Yeah, if you like Friday the 13th and shit like that, I mean...
You're going to like it. It's worth the watch.
Just pretend it's a guy in a hockey mask and you won't be able to tell the damn difference.
So, Cropsy's on the island.
Yeah, and there's
a few kids left.
They find some little
Alfred's
mine,
there.
Right?
Huh?
Are they in the woods? Why are they going in the woods? I can't remember.
Well, what's his name? The guy and the girl... I forget their names.
I just remember Todd
Glazer.
Oh, him and his girl, they're getting it on.
Yeah, they go to get it on.
He lasts about 3 strokes.
Yeah.
I told you,
which is good, funny, baby. Because he was telling... No, he said sorry. He apologized, and he said...
I know. She's like, you little shit, that's it?
Yeah. He said...
I'll be better next time, baby.
That always got me in these... Whenever I
see... to him, that's his idea of a good date, man.
Whenever I see a scene, though, where... I ain't even going to get into it. Where the guy just, starts going, there's a girl there that needs to be pleasured.
Oh, screw that.
I mean, come on.
No. Let me tell you something.
Oh, man. But then again, I love slut. Okay.
Before, I'm having maritals, what do they always got to do before you have maritals? I got to go to the bathroom.
What the hell?
They got to go to the bathroom every time before everything's getting on.
Urinary tract infection.
So, what you do is you stroke it a little bit, and then when she comes back, one stroke done.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's
get on to other things.
So he, after they do it, Cropsy comes after them. Basically, he takes Glazer. And it's a really cool scene where he takes the shears, Cropsy's croppers, and he's like pushing them. Like the camera's pushing with him all the way to the tree and into the tree. Mm-hmm. And it goes through the tree.
He's powerful.
And a very, very cool scene. Yeah. I mean, it was very... But Alfred sees him. Sees him.
Yeah, that's right. Alfred's watching.
And that's when he takes off running.
And Cropsy's going after
him. Cropsy's chasing him. And...
luckily, there's some kind of tin mine or something nearby.
Is it a tin mine?
I have no idea.
Something like that.
It's probably like where Cropsy's lair is, man. It's probably like...
Well, yeah. That's where they end up going.
It's where they have the party. It's where everybody goes to smoke crack.
And Alfred is in the... Cropsy eventually catches up to Alfred, takes him into this tin mine, whatever it is. I don't know. You mentioned it, so we'll say tin mine.
Copper.
But, copper mine. But, ties his neck up to the thing and puts the shears... Right into
like his shoulder,
and kind of pinning him to the what you call it, and the wall, and and then he tries to go after the rest, and you remember
what we got? Todd, he's gonna Todd saves the
Todd is kind Todd is kind of the hero of the movie.
He's gonna kill Cropsy again.
Yeah, and Cropsy's got a flamethrower in this.
Where did he get that? I mean, where do you just get one?
But his thing is...
I'm dying to have a flamethrower.
His thing is he's going to... Yeah, I mean, you don't think... Well, he made enough...
Motherfucker!
He made enough... he made enough in tips.
He made enough in tips.
At the beauty salon.
What, he work at Applebee's or something?
No, at the beauty salon.
He's all melted.
That he could afford that, and that's the first thing he bought, and he went to the island.
Where's he getting the fuel?
So,
because you got to try it out a little.
There's fuel at the island. I mean, you know. So Tony does end up.
Todd, you said
Todd.
It's like Tony.
Hey, Tony, what you doing?
Hey,
you kill him or what?
Hey,
I get Cropsy out of the way, you know?
Hey.
Get him up.
Bafangu,
you, no? How does he kill him?
With an axe.
I ask you how you
with an axe to the head.
I just watched the last 20 minutes today.
Well, I mean, he comes in there, Todd comes in there.
Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh, I'm hurting. What Celtic girl say? Did you ever do a review on The Others? I want to watch that review if you did. We haven't.
No, but he's a Nicole Kidman nut. Is that the one you're talking about, I'm sure?
Yeah.
If that's the case, I mean...
We could.
All he's going to be doing is talking about her the whole movie.
Yeah, and showing pictures of her. And
yeah, look, here's this one picture here. He's got an album.
Fantastic.
It's just pictures. Yeah, he's got family albums. There's one.
Nicole Kidman is beautiful.
Kidman. And all the other albums are like in a drawer. But that one he puts under his mattress in case there's a fire. The mattress is fireproof.
Yeah.
At least that one will survive.
Exactly.
So
Todd ends up killing him with an axe. So he ends up killing him with an axe, and basically
in the head, a nice shot to the head.
And they do get a close. They get a close up of Cropsy.
Yeah, Alfred. Yeah, and you see that he's just
see that melty.
It looks like a piece of
piece of
like a Werther's caramel that you might have chewed up a little bit. That's kind of what he looks like.
Like Wacky Taffy or that putty you would stick on newspaper.
Putty?
Yeah, remember that?
That's right.
That pink putty you would put on like newspaper print and stuff. Yeah, no, and melt it, and it's like, yeah, wasn't good. Just Cropsy did not look good. I was so disappointed.
It looks like Werther's head.
I'm done. This is terrible.
Yeah, but doesn't Alfred? He gets himself loose and
loose as a goose.
He gets the flamethrower and toasts his ass after the axe, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm asking you.
Oh, wait, what?
Doesn't he get? He gets his hands on the goddamn flamethrower. Decides he's going to run the goddamn universe.
Yeah.
And he puts him down.
Puts him down. Yeah.
Puts him down.
And that's it, man. We're done talking about this damn movie. And
that's it, man.
What would you give it out of a 10? Let's
out
say.
Out of a 10?
Yeah.
We're going 10?
10.
5 and a half.
A 5.5?
A little better than average.
Yeah, I'm going
for the characters, because they're kind of likable.
Yeah. I'll do a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Yeah, for a slasher, it's.
I mean, it's not the good, the bad, and the ugly of slashers. So
let's see. I get caught up here. The Death Twitch, but then again, I love. I'm reading the same stuff. Yeah. I've read that like 3 times because the chat's just blowing up. Also, Return of the Living Dead is a must-watch. Yes, I agree.
But you have to watch that on the 4th of July.
Is there another?
That's a 4th of July horror movie.
Then the Nicole Kidman one, The Others.
I gotta think somewhere in the history of films there's a movie called The Others that isn't the one with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, maybe you're talking something else. Let me talk amongst yourselves while I look it up.
Oh,
The Others.
Well, talks amongst myself.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
how you
end
doing?
up. Just the Nicole Kidman, right? Yeah.
But we haven't. I mean, I remember it being all right.
Or is there another one? There's a
that kind of rode the wave of that M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, kind of.
We got to have a little where every movie had to have a twist.
That chat's blowing up, Ted.
Well, you know what? At least I got us some motherfuckers in here. Because
I just looked it up. I think there is just the Nicole Kidman one. Yeah. But hey, you guys.
I wouldn't have to twist his arm to do a Nicole Kidman movie. You could
make sure you hit the thumbs up.
A double feature
Only
with eyes
time
wide
I'll
shut.
ask you. Thank you. Appreciate it very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Irregardless, I thought this was a fun.
It was
a fun.
That's
romp.
why I told you last week
Can we call this a romp?
It was a fun romp. That's why I told him last week.
It's fun romp.
When I couldn't make it. I said, let's still do this movie, though.
Yeah.
Let's still do this movie, because sometimes if I don't make it, we kind of change our mind and, let's do this instead. But I said, no, let's do this movie, because it is kind of fun.
And if you've made it this far, you can go to the description links below and get some of our merchandise. We've got everything,
You can get shirts with my sexy face on.
You can get masks for the corona.
I was the first one to have
Late
a Late Horror Show shirt.
I want more Ted Butt stories. Good stuff.
I will
Travis Johnson.
Gather some together.
Thank you so much, Travis. I appreciate you chiming in there at the end. But and our Patreon link is down below. For $1, you can get some extra goodies. We're going to be talking more crap when I stop this, and it's going up over on Patreon. Right. So there you go. So yeah, I'm going to end it. I appreciate it. Celtic Girl, nice seeing you in here again.
Everyone.
Michelle, Eric, everybody who showed up tonight, Aaron Anderson, you guys all know who you are.
That's right.
We appreciate it, and I am going to end the stream now.
Up the irons.
And catch us over on Patreon for some more streaming fun. Until then, you guys.
Later.